Now we did.
Welcome, everybody, to another exciting action-packed boss battle episode. I'm your host, Bobby F. J-Town, and joining us, as usual, Chachi. Chachi, what did you play this weekend, and what did you achieve?
I played NHL 17. I played Road to the Show, or the Show 16. I played Destiny, and that's about it.
I have a story for that.
Oh, I played No Mercy for the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, you guys did.
You did, and Chachi, I won.
Okay, Chachi, I won.
Yeah,
I am
You guys were in
undefeated.
the finals, though, weren't you?
yeah, we were the finals.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I still won.
I took second.
You
But-
did take second.
As the famous Ricky Bobby states, if you're not first, you're last. So
And who's first?
I lost. You
Who's
were
first?
first.
Yes, I was.
Did somebody strap some Lucky Charms to the bottom of Riz's car before he left?
Although I would like to point out that I won the Royal Rumble. So
You did. You
Yeah.
did win. You did win something, but I won.
I won
the
the Royal
tournament.
Rumble. Although to be
You-
fair, I wasn't going to accept the prize anyhow, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's true. That is
It-
correct. Because
that would have been kind of bullshit had I
I
accepted the prize. So
How dare
No.
you?
because I did actually give the
Prize.
prize over to the third place winner. By the way,
right.
I even though I skipped over Chachi on that one, but
No, that's fine. I wasn't going to accept it.
so is that all you achieved?
But I won the Rumble.
You did win the Rumble.
And I would like to point out that I beat 3 human players with only 2 characters in the Rumble. And the
This is
only
true.
reason it was 2 characters is because you fuckers ganged up on me after I eliminated you all like 3 times each.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't our fault that we picked like joke characters and then you picked the Undertaker, even though he was not a referee.
Well, I picked The Undertaker because the guy who was watching all night wanted someone to be The Undertaker. So I was The
That
Undertaker.
is true. That is true.
I was doing what the fans wanted me to do.
There were a
Mike-
lot of DX fans there, by the way.
There were.
There was a
That was part
lot of
the
DX fans.
commentary.
There's so many DX fans in the audience, but that's what I achieved. So
Mhm.
I just want to make one comment about No Mercy. I just love how like when a participant comes down in the Rumble, it's like an extreme close up of their face,
Yeah.
like running as fast as they can. I miss that in video
And
games.
it's not even the
Especially
close
Royal
up. It's just a
Yeah.
picture of their face. It's
Yeah.
like a picture just 3D molded over a blob of head.
Here comes Jeff Hardy.
So am I good to go now? Can I go?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Okay.
Riz, what did you achieve this week? Now
Thank
you're
you.
good to go.
Thank you for that
Also
one.
joining us, Riz.
Jeez, I was waiting
I
for my
forgot.
cue.
I forgot I was the host for a second.
You are the host.
the host
so-
with the most.
Nah.
So since Chachi stole my thunder, and I was going to say I beat Chachi, what was it? 4 times. 4 times, including the practice round. No wait, yeah, I beat you in the practice round too.
You beat me
No
in
wait,
the
we
practice round.
tied. We tied
count-
one. We tied
We
one.
tied in our
That's right.
first match.
We tied in the first match, and then I still won. But other than the No Mercy tournament, it's been a while since we've been here, and I was really hoping we could have done this before. But so this past month, I believe, the House of Iron came out for Destiny.
Yes.
Downloadable content, and I was really excited for it because I've seen a lot of streamers play it on Twitch, and I was like, "Oh, that looks like a cool game. I might want to get that and see what it's all about." And for what it's worth, it's a pretty good DLC. The graphics.
How much was it?
I'll get into that later, Bobby.
Free.
Free.
For you. But no.
What?
for me.
Yeah, for Chargers.
We'll get in that.
Yeah, I'll get into that later. So
I know that story.
I downloaded. Oh no, I went to Amazon, and because I looked over everything I had on there, and I could have sworn I only bought the disc for Destiny. It came with the PlayStation 4, so I thought I just bought the disc for Destiny. And then I was like, I can't play this because I only bought the disc and I don't see it on my thing. And then I just went to Amazon to download, to get a download code for Destiny, and all of the DLCs that came out with it, a level 40 boost. And then when I put in the code, it keeps telling me that, hey, your code sucks. You already put in the code, you can't get the game, so screw you. So I was like, that can't be right. So long story short, I found out that I already downloaded Destiny before, so that code can't work in my game because it's already in my system. So I went through my memory bank of everybody who has a PlayStation 4.
Chachi.
Yes. And no. But Chachi and I, we when it came out originally for the 360, we both got the game.
Yeah. And
we both played the game. We both played the demo of the game, the beta of the game.
Which is why we bought the game when it came out.
Yes. And I just said, hey Chachi, do you want to buy this? And I was going to give him like a little discount. I was going to say, hey, you just give me like half the cost of the thing, which, by the way, was $50. Mm-hmm. So after a while, I get this email from Amazon because I made a query, made a suggestion to them saying, hey, I have this code now that I don't need. Why am I paying for this? And then they go, well, like the attendant that I spoke with said, we can't do that. It's not our policy. And then the email I got later said, like, this happened after I gave Chachi the code. Mm-hmm. And he put the code in. And then the email came out that, hey, we refunded your money. So here you go. And pretty much I gave Chachi a free download.
Sure did.
Of Destiny.
Sure did.
See what you missed, Bobby?
Yes.
It could have been you, but you playing.
Could have been you.
That's fine.
But you playing.
I have Destiny.
But you.
It could have been
you have Destiny.
But you're playing. You playing.
Yes. But also I got WWE 2K. Still my time, Bobby.
Yeah.
Still my time.
Whatever.
No, I'm just kidding. I also got the WWE 2K17. Mm-hmm. Got the expansion. I got all the downloadable content is going to come to me. Blah 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 blah.
So you got the pass, season pass.
Yeah, and you know what? It's really glitchy.
Yeah, it kind of is.
And I streamed it on Twitch.
It's always glitchy.
I streamed it on Risk Plays Games, the Twitch on my channel, and there's one point where Brock Lesnar just suddenly appeared, like in the replay. Like he wasn't in the match. It wasn't in the final. It wasn't in like the final minute of the game. Who's playing Pokemon Go right now?
It wasn't Pokemon Go.
It sounded like Pokemon. Anyway, oh. So like in the game, he wasn't anywhere in there. Then when the replay showed, he's just standing like T-pose in the middle of the ring, just standing there. I'm like, it's so weird that this game looks. It looks fine, but there's some weird glitchy things
there's always glitches with it
that needs to be patched up quickly.
Yeah,
or
will.
else it's like I'll post it on YouTube in a little bit after this. But that just was the weirdest moment I've had during a wrestling game. Besides Mick Foley at Chachi Plays for kids, by the way, at Chachi Plays for kids, where I was Mick Foley. I got tossed out of the ring, and he just starts walking into the barricade and does not stop walking. I don't know if you remember that, Chachi.
I don't.
Yeah, because that was like the first or second time he did that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've achieved.
There was a glitch that I saw today. Somebody took a video of it. Of the referee didn't show up, and the belt like floated out to the guy who won, like the creator wrestler. It's like it was called "The Belt Chose Me," and it was just the belt floating to him. It was pretty good.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby.
Yes.
What did you achieve?
I achieved this.
What?
I also bought WWE 2K17, but I got the NXT edition.
How much was that, Bobby?
$99. Yeah, but it came with this awesome Finn Balor statue. See it there? Really nicely decorated box.
I see it.
Also came with a Shinsuke Nakamura signed Rob Schamberger print. Schamberger, whatever. Bless you, Chuck.
Bless you.
And it also comes.
I tried to hit the mic.
It also came with a Dash Wilder card that has.
And nobody else knows who that is.
That has a piece of his clothing, which I love. They're like one of my favorite tag teams. The Revival. They're awesome. I don't care what anybody says. I love them. They're great. We go hard all day, all night.
What else did you achieve, Bobby?
But yeah, I played that a little bit. Downloaded a couple people on. Have you downloaded any wrestlers yet besides the Great Khali?
Honestly, for the PlayStation 4, there's no good version of Great Khali, so I didn't do it yet.
I was looking at Kenny Omega, and there was no good Kenny Omega last night.
But I did download James Ellsworth.
Nice. I saw him. Sony made him too. I'm thinking about it.
And Harambe and Mecha Harambe.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know why that's happened.
Next you're telling me you downloaded Ken Bone.
I should have looked for him. Thank you, Bobby.
But I downloaded Matanza, Phoenix, Mil Muertes, and King Cuerno from Lucha Underground. Those were like the first 4 people I downloaded. And I downloaded your buddy, TJ Perkins.
Yeah. Well, this is a video game podcast.
Yeah. That's video game related.
Yeah. He's a wrestler who says video game references.
Mm-hmm.
Like
his gimmick.
Not good ones though, but like
they're probably Vince McMahon video game references. Push pause for a little bit and take a step back, and then he said that he broke a N64 system. Mm-hmm.
You don't do that. Like, you can't do that. Like I've dropped it so many times and it still works. It worked, and it worked, and it worked, and it worked. So unless you put it in a microwave and then just nuked that thing until it died.
We don't advise that.
No. I think that was on like a Should I Microwave That or something like that back in the day.
Do that.
But it's just a bad reference. Please stop. Please stop with video game references and my things I like that aren't video games, unless it's really good.
Yeah. Anyways, also achieved. I downloaded the demo for Recore. It was a half-hour time demo. If you're not familiar with the game Recore, it was by the guy who created Mega Man, Mfuname, whatever his name is. It was all right. It kind of reminded me of Star Wars. the new Star Wars where Rey was out collecting junk for scrap. And it was basically like that. You're trying to look for these cores of these robots and everything. I got stuck on the last boss, or the boss of the first level. I beat him, and when it went into the story part of after I beat the boss, the demo shut off because I ran out of time. I was like, no! Also played a bit of Overwatch. New Halloween event going on in Overwatch right now, which I'm super stoked about. So that's what I achieved. So what are we talking about this week, guys?
You guys want to talk about virtual reality?
What are we talking about, Riz?
We're going to talk about Riz.
What are we talking about, Riz?
Well,
talk about Riz.
Well, what?
No, nothing.
I wanted to talk about this because it just came out today.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, Bobby. The PlayStation VR headset came out.
I don't give a crap about virtual reality. I don't care.
Why don't? Okay, this is a good question.
Riz, let me ask you. Do you have it yet?
No.
Why don't you have it yet?
Well, first of all, don't like. I live. My room. This room here is not suitable for virtual reality because I can hurt myself really bad.
Okay, what's the other reason why you don't have it yet?
Because I am saving up for college and I'm broke.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but that doesn't. It is very expensive, but it's a good concept to grab on. I think. Like they tried it with VR, like the PlayStation Move, which failed. They tried Sony, Microsoft tried it with the Kinect, which, sorry, Bobby, it failed as well.
It wasn't virtual reality. It was just bad.
No,
bad
I know.
Gaming.
It was bad
video gaming.
It was a bad fad.
Who else tried it? Who else tried virtual reality?
I've tried virtual reality.
No, I mean back in the day, company-wise.
Well, no, it's not.
First
off, no, time out. First off, the PlayStation Move and the Microsoft Kinect are not virtual reality. Those are motion gaming.
Yeah.
And I know what you're trying to get out of them, Bobby, but the Virtual Boy was not virtual reality.
Do not compare the two at all.
It was a headache machine.
So I mean, you can try, but again, you're wrong.
Yeah. So, out of everyone here, Chachi and I have tried virtual reality, correct? Bobby, have you?
Briefly, as the Virtual Boy.
That's not virtual reality.
I received a grand headache.
Anyways,
thought I was gonna go blind.
Okay, that's not virtual reality.
Yeah,
that's not virtual reality. That's just a picture. But honestly, the stuff that virtual reality can do, like we already have phones that can do virtual reality shit. Like I tried the Gear virtual reality headset this past week and was blown away by how stunning that looked, even for like a mobile style game like Suicide Squad that was on there.
I'll get it.
I think once every time we're doing this, that phone goes off.
That's fine.
Yeah. So, anyways,
I can't control what people trying to contact me, Riz.
But with the theory of just having,
I can't help that I'm popular.
The fact that we have this virtual reality headset now, that some of us have in their possession, is awesome to see that we're going into that realm of possibilities that we haven't done before because they didn't want to touch what Nintendo tried to do and failed miserably, or what Sega tried to do with like a different something, but like that's not really like what Sega tried to do with the Sega Saturn to what we have now with video games, where they all look realistic but different. And with virtual reality, it's like, look at all the shit you can do. Like there's one rhythmic game, like not even a game. It was just going through outer space, just looking at things and listening to the music, seeing the things attract to the music, like go back and forth and bounce up and down and do all this stuff with it. And I was amazed by what all these things can do. And there's so much potential with this. They even have Batman. Like PlayStation VR headset has Batman you can download. You can be Batman. Chachi's already Batman, but you can be Batman.
I am Batman. Not to cut you off, all right? But first off,
I was just running around in circles here.
You are just running around in circles. I have the Samsung Gear VR. I love the Samsung Gear VR. Mm-hmm. I bought it. I ordered it a week before I was going on vacation. It was supposed to be here the week after I went on vacation, and it showed up the Tuesday of a week I was off. I had bought Assassin's Creed Chronicles to play during that week, because typically I play Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty, but they had come out earlier and I've already played them, or I already took a week off, or my week was early, or something along those lines. So I bought Assassin's Creed Chronicles because I was going to play that for my week off, and then the Samsung Gear VR came, and that's all I did. My phone was draining so quick because I was using it so much. I'd wake up, walk the dog. At the time, we only had one, so I'd walk the dog, put on the headset. I would play a game or watch Netflix. I would take a break while my phone charged, and then eat something, and then I'd be back in the headset. I spent the entirety of that week in the goddamn headset, playing so many games. There's still one game that I haven't gotten past the first 10 minutes of the game because it scares the shit out of me every time. I know it's coming, and I still jump.
What game is that?
I think it's called Dark Days. It's supposed to be a point-and-click type adventure game, like a mystery game. So you're driving through the desert, and you're alone in the car, and you're looking around, and you're clicking things and exploring, and there's this narration going, and you can't skip it. It's part of the game. And so you're sitting there, and then finally the female main character keeps repeating the same line. And you're like, oh, well, shit, there's something I'm missing. Because, I mean, we all know that in video games, if a character's repeating the same line, you're supposed to be doing something, and they're not telling you what it is. Mm-hmm. So I start looking around the car. I start clicking everything I've already clicked on. I look to the right, nothing. I look to the left, desert, mirror. Then you look back straight, and there's this fucking creature sitting in your chair, in your passenger seat, and it makes you jump every fucking time. So I've stopped playing that game. Because
I was going to say, is that Desert Bus?
What's that?
Is it Desert Bus that you were playing?
No, it's not Desert Bus. It's Dark Days. But yeah, so I mean, it's real. I mean, it's not real, but I mean, it's realistic, and that's just a headset for your phone.
Yeah.
Now, when you put on like the HTC Vive, you're completely immersed in this shit, and it's so good. I mean, even the simple games like what the name is it? Job Simulator. Job Simulator is just so much fun. If you haven't seen Job Simulator or heard of Job Simulator, essentially it's a game where you are a robot visiting a museum about humans. And it allows you to live a day in the life. And it's stuff like mechanic, chef, office worker, and store clerk. I did store clerk and office worker, and they were fucking hilarious. like office worker, it's like, oh, we need you to cook the books. And then so you go into your accounting program, you put in all ones, and a book on fire comes out of your printer for you to give to your boss. I mean, it's so much fun. But I mean, the only thing that's stopping me from getting the PlayStation VR or whatever it's called is the fact that I'm not supposed to be spending money anymore because I have to pay for a wedding, so I'm not allowed to buy it.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly it. I have to pay for a wedding, so my spending has been put on hold. Because I assume, I don't know very much about it because up until recently I didn't have the PlayStation 4. So I assume that it's just a headset that you use while using a controller.
No.
Oh, you actually have to walk around?
They actually have, from the demos that I've seen, they actually have different, sets that you can do. There's like a pistols type set with a point and click gun. You can use your controller. You can use anything around you. I think the PlayStation, the actual move sticks are back in play, so you can do some move around with your hands and have your hands in front of you as well. But yeah, and I think like you said, I think you can still use your controller as well. So,
but what I'm saying is you're not up walking around,
right? I think you can do that. Yes.
Wait, you can play without walking around, or you play walking around?
You can play without walking around.
Okay, all right. Yes. Then that's fine by me because like you, I don't have a lot of room here, so I don't have the room for the HTC Vive. For example, like I would walk into something and fall and hurt myself taking a couple steps. So, but if it's like the Oculus Rift, or if it's like the Oculus Rift or the Samsung Gear VR where I don't have to move, then I mean that would be perfect. Because I have faith after playing the PlayStation 4, I have faith that Sony's not going to screw this up, especially now that companies like Oculus is out there and working great, and HTC Vive is out there and working great. So, yeah, one day I'll get it, but I have to disagree. I think that it's here to stay.
Yeah.
As soon as they get the price at a better place, it's here to stay. The time and the energy and the fun and just the interaction is so great.
When was the last time you played your VR or your Gear VR?
To be fair, it's been a while, but that's because I got a PlayStation 4. But I do go back every once in a while and watch Netflix.
In virtual reality.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like if Netflix on virtual reality. That's from when I did a little test with we did a little thing at one of the places that had one, and all Sorg was talking about was how you can watch Netflix on the VR headset, and it looks really cool.
It looks incredible. It's like to describe it, it looks like you're watching it in a theater or like a virtual living room, but it's like a 100-inch TV. I mean, it's incredible. I was watching Weeds and I was watching West Wing.
The two best shows you can watch in virtual reality.
Are you laughing at me?
Yes. Yeah. No, just because it's like those two things were like the most not actiony. You know what I mean?
No.
I know it's not at the time.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
The West Wing is actually a pretty good motion camera thing.
Because it's Aaron Sorkin. They walk and talk.
I'm not ragging on the
always
shoes.
Moving.
I'm not ragging on shoes. I like West Wings. Or I like the West Wing, but I'm just saying, like, when you think virtual reality, you don't think like West Wing and Weeds.
It's a horrible example, but that's what I was watching at the time. So
I know.
But I mean, like, I forget the name. It's like there's a space shooter that I was playing a lot that was entertaining. A hacking game that I was playing a lot that was entertaining.
Mhm.
I mean, it's really fun. But ultimately, yeah, it's here. It's not going anywhere, and I, for one, couldn't be happier.
Chachi, Bobby, I'm going to get a question out of you in a little bit. Hold on.
Okay.
But Chachi, if you got the PlayStation VR,
yeah,
would you play Batman VR?
I would play Batman VR.
Would you play Battlefront VR?
Battlefront?
Or the Star Wars one?
I would actually.
Yeah, the it's like a dogfight type game.
I feel like, well, is it a flying game? Because I suck at flying games.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah,
I'm horrible. I'm horrible at flying games.
You don't land it; you just shoot things.
Oh, that's fine then. Yeah,
you
I
just
mean,
shoot things.
I for one, I want to play. I would play Call of Duty in VR.
Yeah.
I would have no problem with that as long as I don't have to walk, which would be the hard thing because I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't think you walk around. I think you just like move your whole body like circles. Just
right.
Like stand in one place the entire time. So the only thing you have to worry about is like hitting your head off the wall or something like that.
Right.
I don't have to worry about that because I'm short. So Bobby, here's my question to you.
Okay.
If Oculus,
tape measure.
Yeah, if Oculus came out and said, "Hey, guess what? Price goes down today."
Okay.
But you pick the price. What would make you get either a PlayStation VR or an Oculus in your eyeballs? What would they have to do? Yes. Like price point, video games, anything.
Maybe
they want to get Bobby F. J-Town from Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
150 to 170.
Ooh. That's actually pretty close, isn't it? Isn't
no, it's like $400. I think it's like $399.
But that's the thing. You're still going to want to play stuff on it.
Well, and here's the thing. Like, you want it to be cheap.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Well, the technology is not ready for it yet to be cheap.
Yeah, right. It's not ready for it to be cheap, and they essentially launched a new system.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I mean,
that is a new console.
You're paying console price.
Yeah.
For a new console, and that's why I'm not angry about the price point. I mean, the technology isn't cheap enough for it to be cheap.
Yeah.
And I mean everything. But Bobby, here's what you need to do. You need to come to Pittsburgh. No, I'm not saying move.
Yeah.
I'm not ragging you. You need to come to Pittsburgh, and we all need to take a trip to Looking for Group.
Yeah, I do have to go there.
That way, you can get in the VR and give it a shot and see how awesome it truly is.
Yeah, I've never played, so I really can't comment.
Right, and that's what it is. You're just looking at it at a price point. You're not seeing that the price point is right for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And side note, I just got scared at my Wii U system. So you can try before you buy free demos for select games. Like,
oh, nice.
Like Pikmin.
Huh.
If you want to play Pikmin or something. I don't know why that just turned on because.
Okay, guys, we got to wrap it up. It's Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Wrap it up.
Raise the banner.
All right, that's been another exciting episode of Boss Battle. You can Chachi, where can they find you at?
Chachi says on the Twitter, let's go Pens.
All right, Riz, where can they find you at?
Riz plays games everywhere. Let's go Pens.
Everywhere.
Right, I'm at Bobby F. J. Town. We'll see you next week. Game over.
Game over. Yeah.